Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of James Bond Bitcoin Live 00162 hashtag ADHD. I wonder what's that all about? ADHD. All right. Anyways, let me go over the note section today. Are you all bored because the price is just not moving around like you want it to? I know I am. I mean, there's not much to talk about the price. And on top of that, there's nothing else to talk about, right? All the other pump and dump coins and crap coins and scams and Ponzi's, they've kind of all faded away. The cloud mining scams, the lending scams. What is there to do for someone who's into cryptocurrencies? Man, there's nothing to do. There's no good news to talk about. There's no good coin to pump. Wow. This is kind of how I feel all day because there's nothing to do. I'm bored. I'm absolutely bored. All right, so let's see what's in the note section here real quick. All right, let's see here. All right, in the note section today, I have Bond Trading View. List of top 58 coins and tokens compared to Bitcoin percentage and all-time high flagged for shorts. I'll be going over that today. And the news I'll be talking about is Texas orders suspected cryptocurrency bank scam to leave state. Wow. It's amazing. All you have to do is just send a cease and desist letter immediately, an immediate cease and desist letter, and the scammers run away. It's like they have no balls. They have no backbone. You think if they're involved in cryptocurrency, they would stand up for themselves and fight for what they believe in. But because they're cowards and they don't believe in what they believe in, they don't believe anything. All right? They're just greedy bastards for the most part. They just run away. I mean, literally, they tuck their tails in between their legs and run away on a letter. All right, a piece of paper with some ink on it, and they run away. Anyways, Coinspectator, real-time cryptocurrency news aggregator. And CryptoPanic is a news aggregator platform indicating impact on price and market for traders and cryptocurrency enthusiasts. Let's go over that real quick. Let's go over that. Are you all bored? Is this what you look like all day since there's no scam to invest in or no scam to pump? Not even a coin. Gosh, or even cloud mining. Must be very boring for some people. All right, here's Coinspectator.com. Let's refresh it. Let's go over lines and see how we're all being socially engineered into buying tokens for which there is no company, there's no product or service. We have to be tricked and socially engineered into buying them. All right, let's go over some. Interview with Dash CMO. What is a CMO? Chief Marketing Officer. That's probably the only thing Dash has to offer. I have it right here. Fernando Gutierrez. Oh my God, I wonder if he's related to Thomas Gutierrez. If you know who Thomas G is. What's up, dog? I wonder what happened to him. He probably ended up working at McDonald's and too embarrassed to have his video on YouTube. At the North American Bitcoin Conference 2018. Who cares about Dash? That was from CryptoCanucks.com 8 minutes ago. A lot of Canadians are Dash users for some reason. That's scary. Very scary. Exclusive interview with Jack Wu, founder of WanChain. WanChain. I feel like singing, you know, Juan Tanamena, Juan Chain. Oh goodness, that's so close to sounding like one chain and one coin, and I could sense it's a scam already. Here's the next headline. That was 13 minutes ago. Again from CryptoCodex.com. McAfee, half the world will be using cryptocurrencies in 5 years. RT.com. You know, McAfee is an interesting character. I would not take anything he says as truth at this point in time. And I'm glad I no longer use the McAfee antivirus. It probably doesn't work anyway. How about the next one here? Let's go with some interesting headlines. Bitcoin price technical analysis. How high can it go from here? Well, it hasn't really gone that much higher, has it? Let's scroll down here. Let's see if I can find anything interesting. Samsung said to have started producing chips for Bitcoin mining. Report. This is interesting. I know NVIDIA, AMD has been involved in GPU mining, but this is the first story I've heard about Samsung or anybody else actually making chips for Bitcoin mining. Let me go ahead and read this. The report says that Samsung had earlier signed a contract with a Chinese hardware company related to Bitcoin mining. I wonder who that is. Could that be Bitinfocharts? And has begun producing already on the chips, citing an unidentified Samsung official. It also goes on to say that Samsung has also completed development of ASIC semiconductors for Bitcoin mining last year. Yeah, I heard that story. It wasn't much of a chip, but interesting story. How about this here? The tax man is after your Bitcoin profits. Though the law is a gray area. Yes, this is abc.net AU in Australia. Yes, the tax man cometh. This 2018 is the year of regulation in taxes. Let's see what else. Let's just keep on going here. Oh, this is Bitcoin price bearish again. Bitcoin cash price technical analysis bearish again. BTC news BTC.com 35 minutes ago. The leading altcoin of the moment is Neo. Neo, yes. The Matrix is back. You didn't know Keanu Reeves was into Neo, did you? Neither did I. Neo. You know what Neo reminds me of? Neo Bio or Neo B. Does anybody remember Neo B? The defunct wannabe bank that was using Bitcoin that took off with everybody's money and hasn't paid anybody back yet. Remember that Neo? Neo B? Loopring token on Neo and Qtum. Token sell and airdrop. Oh goodness. More crap coins. Here's an old news. Starbucks chairman Howard Schultz believes in cryptocurrency, just not in Bitcoin. Coming from the Bitcoinist.com. Howard Schultz rants a little bit on an earnings call about cryptocurrencies. Now, all of a sudden, Starbucks is going to be making its own cryptocurrency. I mean, I've been hearing stories left and right. You know, Starbucks doesn't believe in Bitcoin, all this other stuff. Nonsense. Let's see what other interesting stories there are. There's got to be some interesting story that gets my eye. Any interesting story than these. This is how bored I am, or this is how boring it can be. Not even not even juicy stories, because of the price of the cryptocurrency market and Bitcoin has been pretty much down. See, when the price is down, nobody likes to talk about it. All the YouTubers disappear, right? Except for the really the ones that are really shilling. They're nothing more than shills. They're the only ones that stick around because they're shilling anything. They're shilling crap coins, ICOs, cloud mining, Ponzi and pyramid schemes. Let's see, there's not much. I'll look at this story from CNBC here. Missed the initial Bitcoin wave? Try smaller cryptocurrencies like Stellar, Neo, says strategist Tom Lee. Oh, this is a huge mistake. It's unfortunate, but a lot of people are probably going to be losing money in this bear market listening to these quote-unquote experts and TV celebrities, and probably some YouTubers out there. Most likely some YouTubers. All right, well, that's enough of this. This is CryptoPanic. Go check it out for yourselves. There's some interesting, oh, there's one news story coming. Let's see what it is. Why not? We don't want to miss a beat. Buy, sell, injecting blockchain tech into high margin markets. Well, it doesn't mean anything. Let's go and check CryptoPanic. Go check out CryptoPanic here. I wonder if the mempool went down. If the mempool went down to 1 Satoshi per byte, I'll be giving away Satoshis, but nobody put in their address, so it doesn't really matter. Let's have a look here. This is something, another, oh, what did I do? Oh, it was an ad. I don't want to be looking at ads. All right, let's click on this here. Bitcoin goes back to trading under 11K as analysts say bearish sentiment ends here. I don't know about that. When I see a price go under, when I see Bitcoin price go under 11K, I don't understand how that's the end of a bearish sentiment. Bitcoin price fell again to trade under 11K. Currently trading at 10,915. I think it's a little lower by now. This is what, 2 hours ago, from a price of 11,200 from yesterday. Although the value drop was only 3%, the market turns to panic selling once it breaches its lower bottom, which is currently set at 9,000. Analysts from Wall Street and blockchain community predict that this would, well, I don't know. I'm still live streaming. Good. All right. So this is 6 important, 5 bullish. I can't believe this story is getting bullish. This should be a bearish story. 1 bearish, 6 likes, 1 dislike with 1 save. All right. Let's see what other important news coming out here. All right. South Korean e-commerce platform to accept 12 cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. Wow. We Make Price, one of the largest e-commerce platforms of South Korea, recently announced the integration of 12 cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, on its existing platform, One the Pay. We Make Price, better known as Mempool, is currently cooperating with BitThumb, trying to create a system where existing We Make Price users will be able to use cryptocurrencies to purchase goods. And, well, if you want to read the rest of that story, you have to click on it. So, is this good news or bad news? Now, normally it would be good news. But from my experience, whenever a merchant accepts cryptocurrencies, the first thing they do is they just dump it, and it really depresses the price. I remember back in 2013, and when Overstock started accepting Bitcoin, the price kind of did rally until it peaked out at almost what, $1,300, and then all these other merchants started accepting Bitcoin, and after that, I mean, the price started decreasing and decreasing, and it was contributed to the fact that people were using their Bitcoin and buying things with it, and then the merchants were simply just dumping it for cash. That's all they were doing, and it was theorized that because of that, the price was being driven down. So again, don't know how bullish that is, but this has 15 bullish, 10 important, 1 bearish, 11 likes, 4 saves, and 1 dislike. All right, interesting story. All right, let's see what this one says. NIST, National Institute Standards Testing. I think that's what it stands for, NIST. Bitcoin Cash is the original Bitcoin chain. I don't know about that one, but all right. The National Institute of Standards and Technology. Okay, sorry. National Institute of Standards and Technology, that's what NIST stands for, has released a paper which claims that Bitcoin Cash is the original Bitcoin. The proactive statement was published in a larger document about blockchain technology entitled, what is it? NIST 8202 Blockchain Technology Overview? Or is that Mr.? I can't see. It was pinned NIST, Dalen Yeager, and Peter Mell with assistance from G2's. I don't know. You're going to have to click on that link to read the rest of it. That's kind of interesting. Does that mean like later on in history, when the revisionists take over and we're all dead, and the historians start writing the history books, that Bitcoin Cash was the original Bitcoin, and people who was against the original vision of Satoshi Nakamoto did a hostile takeover with Bitcoin, with SegWit 2x and Lightning? I wonder if that's going to happen. I'll be dead, and so will you, but it'll be interesting to think about it. Let's see what other interesting stories that are here. No. Oh, here's one. I don't know if that's one. Let me see here. Rhea blocks. I guess that's it. Nothing that important out here today. So CryptoPanic, go check out the website. It's in the notes section. All right. So let's go back to the notes section. Are you bored yet? I'm sure you are. Listening to the same old story and the price going down. You can't trade on this, can you? I mean, you can try to short. You can do a margin. But right when you do a short margin, wouldn't you know it, the price spikes back up and hits your buy order, essentially? Or is it your sell order? I'm not sure. Well, anyway, you get margin called and you end up losing money. Isn't that great? Are you bored? Got nothing to do? Next in the notes section, I have the "It's time to stop" meme. It's time to stop with these hard forks. It really is. It's getting ridiculous. Let's focus on producing real technology that can be used to do real stuff. Taking money from stupid users or stupid traders and giving it to the smart traders, it's not producing any wealth. There's no value being created. You're just taking money from each other. You're just gambling. SegWit Charts. Next in the notes section, I have some interesting websites. SegWit Charts. I heard SegWit Charts is at an all-time high now. Is it? Really? So can we attribute SegWit to the lower fees? How come they weren't working before, but they're working now? I don't know. That's kind of weird. CoinCodex, LivecoinWatch, CoinGecko, Bitinfocharts, Johoe Mempool Statistics, Salome.io, Transaction Accelerator, Bitcoin Cash Hash Rate Historical Chart 6 months. And then next in the notes section, I have collecting your free Bitcoin Gold coins with Coinami. Now, by this time, if you have not figured out how to split your Bitcoin Gold using many of the different wallets that help you split your Bitcoin Gold, including Coinami, you should sell all your Bitcoins or all your coins or whatever you have, your BitConnect tokens, and you should just leave. All right, leave the space and come back when you're capable. But just in case you still need help, I have a video that I made, how to split Bitcoin Gold BTG01. And if you don't have Android, you can use the Konami mnemonic code converter. And you can use that. It also makes a wallet for you. And you can also import your mnemonic seed and it'll generate the keys. And then you still need a Bitcoin wallet if you don't use Coinami. So I have a link to Bitcoin Gold, but be careful. If you download a wallet from Bitcoin Gold, it might steal your Bitcoins. Okay, next in the notes section, I have class action complaint BitConnect. That's a link to the actual class action complaint. If you're interested in joining that or suing BitConnect and their promoters, go ahead. If you have a right to take anybody to court and duke it out in front of a judge. I mean, my goodness, everyone has a right to do that. So go ahead. If you're angry enough to spend more money, even though you are the one that got involved in the Ponzi, in which you most likely, I think, people who got involved in BitConnect knew that it's a Ponzi. I don't know why they're upset, but, you know, anger gets to everybody. I have a James Bond Bitcoin Live 00117, which I interviewed 3 BitConnect users. If that wasn't enough to tell you that BitConnect was a Ponzi, I don't know what is. And of course, special guest appearance, Ozzy the Bullshitter, who still does not know if BitConnect is a scam or not. He still doesn't know. What a noob. All right. And finally, in the notes section, the last part, I have the video theme for this video, ADHD child, not high definition child, ADHD, attention deficit high disorder child. I don't know what ADHD versus non-ADHD child interview. One's high def and one's in low def. I'm just kidding. Anyways, there's people out there who always constantly make excuses for themselves, like I have ADHD, so that's why I get confused and I can't concentrate and focus. I have whatever, asthma, so that's why I'm stupid. I need money, and I'll believe anything anybody says on the internet, and that's why I'll give them my Bitcoin for some worthless BitConnect tokens. People always come up with some lame excuses for just to make any excuse, and I kind of feel not that I'm saying ADHD is a problem, because apparently there's a lot of cryptocurrency YouTubers that have ADHD, but you know, just to use that as a crutch, a lot of people use some form of crutch for their procrastination to whatever, getting over their phobia, whatever's keeping them behind or holding them down. They always have some kind of crutch. You have to learn, and you have to overcome your crutch, whether it's ADHD, whatever, hyper detention disorder, low detention disorder, whatever you have. Anyway, that's the video theme for this video. Are you bored? Are you easily distracted, or you don't have anything to focus on because there's nothing to focus on? Well, that's a video you should watch. And then hashtag yes2x133, what you're looking at now, the meme. Are you bored yet? I'm pretty sure you are. Oh, same old, same old. Price going down. No good news. I feel depressed because I didn't make $10,000 today. I lost $10,000 today. Well, I've been losing a lot of money. Wow. This is how you look, and there's nothing you can do. Not really. You can't even trade your way out of this. You're lucky if you break even. And there's no trade, there's no pump and dump, there's no BitConnect. I'm bored. Are you bored? I'm bored. And then I have a link to Pot of Gold, Bitcoin Pot of Gold, as well as the donational address to the Bitcoin Pot of Gold. Please donate to the Bitcoin Pot of Gold. And maybe one of you who are if you're too bored, try to figure out the Bitcoin Pot of Gold. If you can figure that out, all those Bitcoins are yours, or I should say Satoshis. I think there's about 150, maybe a little bit less. Prices going down. All right. Anyways, let's go to the live chat. Let's see who's all here today. There we go. All right. Let's have a look who's here today. Will Campbell, how you doing? Welcome to the live chat. Jay Glad. It's been a while since I've seen you. I am never bored. Tried, sometimes, hungry, always. It's good to hear you can keep yourself busy. Let me see. I found my old mini deep fryer in a box of old kitchen stuff I'd banished to the basement years ago. Oh my god. Deep fried bacon and kebab. Is that kebab saw? Shish kebabs? So wrong, but so great. Well, that's good to know. Dusting off some of that old equipment and doing something. When you have a lot of time on your hands, I mean, you could do whatever you want. I had Jay Glad says, I had some business dude ask me about cryptos at a day job I did the other day. He couldn't even name an altcoin or understand the difference between a URL and a BTC wallet. So many fools. Yes, so many fools. You know what's funny? I replaced my water heater, my 50-gallon water heater, because it was rusted out, with a tankless water heater. And the plumber who was installing it gave me a quote today. I have to get a water... I decided to get a saltless water filter and treatment and a tankless water heater. I had to do both because that reduces the damage to the tankless water heater. And he was asking me how I was going to pay. I said, well, I could pay by check. And then I was joking around with him, and I said, do you take gold bars? And he was laughing, and then he was joking with me, and he says, no, but I'll take Bitcoin. And I was like laughing, and I was like, really? And he's like, no, I'm just kidding. But it's funny that my plumber, the plumber, yes, the plumber, Joe the plumber, knows about Bitcoin. That's when you know the market is going to be a bear market. When Joe the plumber knows about Bitcoin, that's when you know we're in a bear market, everyone. Very funny. Dual overhead cabinets, good to see you. Selling burgers outside of Burger King, but I got the real BK burgers. Hashtag Bcash. Julie G, good to see you. Let's see where. Let me see. Julie G, for sure, hodl for good times to come. I mean, hodling is a good strategy, but it just depends on at what point. To get Bitcoin's not a problem. getting Bitcoin anytime is always a good move. All right, but I'm trying to maximize my Bitcoin amount, and I have a pulse. I think I have a pulse of the market, the ebbs and flows of the market. I have an idea. I have an experience from the last bull and bear market, and I'm incorporating that experience and knowledge with this bull. And every time there's a bull market, there's typically usually a bear market. But overall, in the grand scheme of things, long term, you're right, it doesn't matter. Just hodl, and you don't have to worry. Sometimes it really is boring. You know, it's hodling can be boring too, because it's not very exciting. Uh, there's no high frequency trading going on. There's nothing there. You just have to occupy your time. When this bear market finally ends, when it finally ends, that's when the excitement happens. When the bull market comes back and you're a hodler, that's when it's exciting. But when you're in the bear market and the prices are going down and just bearish sentiment and the news are negative, this is kind of what you're left to do with. And you're in front of the computer and you have ADHD. This is what you look like. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to get myself that Rad Rover electronic bike, those fat tire bikes from Rad Power Bikes. I'm having fun with that. I'm telling you, more videos to come. Keep on watching them, man. Try to get yourself one. If you're so bored, go get yourself an electronic bike. I guarantee you won't be bored. Anyways, let's see who else is. Ty Coker, how you doing? It's good to see you. Love listening to you because you're so boring. I fall asleep. Well, good. I hope you do fall asleep. Sweet Bitcoin lullaby. Yes. Sir Charles Edward Cheese. How you doing, Chuck? Let's see. Leisure Picker. Oh, skipped on forward. Leisure Picker. I was looking for something boring to watch, so I came here. You did not disappoint me, James. You're welcome. I'm glad to bore everyone these days. It's not me. It's you. You're boring. And you watch boring things. Remember, you attract what you think about. You're attracted to basically what you are. Maybe not. Client Shizbig, are you sleeping already? That's my man. Sleeping in front of YouTube. Awesome and popcorn. Popcorn and popcorn with a lollipop. I like that. Brad Taylor, how you doing? I'm so bored. I moved on to horse racing. Lost a couple thousand yesterday, but not bored. Maybe bored is better. Horse racing and shrug. Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing is those people who are trading altcoins and into BitConnect and all that, I mean, I'm sure they were having fun. They weren't bored. They were very excited. But did they make money? Probably not. ADHD, and they probably, their excuse is, oh, I have ADHD. I can't, concentrate. I have to keep myself occupied. Really dumb. Let's see. High frequency antique roadshow. Client Shizbig, no bicycles? Oh man, you should get yourself one. Exciting times if you want to watch bears. Well, it depends. The thing about being in a bear market is it's a waiting game. All right, being a hodler, by default, you're in a long position. So when the market is going bearish and turning downwards like this, when the price is being depressed, and you're a hodler, you have nothing to do but wait. You have to wait and be patient when the market turns over and becomes bullish again. And that's essentially, when's the best time to buy? If you're a hodler, the best time to buy if you're a hodler is technically the general answer would be anytime, all the time. But in my opinion, the best time to buy if you're a hodler or even a trader is right before a bull market. That's the best time to buy. You'll get the most money for your Bitcoins. You'll sell at the top when the bull market peaks out, and then you'll have more money after the bear market to buy back in and get more Bitcoin. That's the best time to buy Bitcoins if you're a hodler, like me anyway. So a bear market, I don't mind a bear market. I've gone through my first bear market, and it was exhausting. Trading in a bear market is exhausting, and I trade peer to peer. You have to literally buy and sell, buy and sell. You have to keep with the pace of the depreciating price, and essentially you do, but you break even. You break even most of the time, but you get a lot of Bitcoin. You get a lot of Bitcoin. You break even, but you get a lot of Bitcoin. You don't make money, you make Bitcoin. So if people understood that, I think, because here's the misconception. This is the misunderstanding. It's not about making money in the bear market. It's about getting more Bitcoins. So you can make a ton of money. You can become a millionaire when the bull market comes again. That's long-term thinking. That's 3, maybe 4 years out. And unfortunately, people are not willing to wait 3 to 4 years to do that. People are not willing to wait 3 to 4 years. And here's the crazy part. After 3 or 4 years, you can literally not work. All right, you can literally choose not to work and literally you could have lived off your cryptocurrency holdings. You could have probably bought a house, maybe a car. You can definitely buy a rad power bike, any one of those bikes, a mini rover, mini rad mini, rad rover, rad city, any electric bike. You could have bought one of those, but instead people were trading altcoins, getting into BitConnect and some Ponzi and some pyramid schemes or multi-level marketing, wasting time. What else did people do? People started shilling coins for money. People started becoming a commercial for essentially ICO coins and altcoins and crap coins. What a joke. What a joke. Anyways, I caught up to the live stream. Thank you for all of you for showing up here today. Let's go on to the next thing here. Are you bored yet? I'm pretty sure you are. All right. Let's go on to the next one here. All right. Bitcoin pot of gold. The QR code here on the left is the Bitcoin pot of gold. Please scan that and make a donation to the Bitcoin pot of gold. And that way I can give out the 12th clue to the 12th word of the 24-word mnemonic seed. I've given out 11 so far. Check out the videos. Please donate. And just like the typical Ponzi pyramid scam, OneCoin, BitConnect coin, whatever, everybody gives their money. Everybody gives up their money, and only one person walks away with it. All right. QR code on the right is the encrypted private key. It is password protected. Keep in mind it is a SegWit wallet. So you probably have to use a SegWit sender unless you have a SegWit wallet yourself. But you can take all those Bitcoins right now. Right now, you can figure out the password. And the QR code right here in the bottom middle is the link to Yellow Fever for You. He's the one that gave me this idea. This takes you to his channel. Thank you, Yellow Fever for You. All right, let's go. All right. Short story. And of course, I will go over the mempool. I'll go over the fees in Bitcoin, and I'll do a chart analysis of Bitcoin on Bitstamp off of bitcoinwisdom.com. Texas orders suspected cryptocurrency bank scam to leave state. So if you have the wording or any marketing material that says bank, that's kind of considered fraudulent because you are not a bank. Most likely a cryptocurrency business is not a bank. You can definitely become your own bank using cryptocurrencies, but you can't advertise yourself as a bank or have the word bank in your company name. So cryptocurrency bank as your company name was a bad idea. All right. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, what a bunch of losers, because once these people got a ceased, like an immediate cease and desist letter from the state of Texas. It's not even like from the United States of America, not even the federal government, but from a state of Texas. These people, like, literally became cowards and tucked their tail between their legs and ran away. They're gone. They disappeared. So all it took was a piece of paper with some ink on it to scare these people away. Wow. What a bunch of scaredy cats. Now, you know these people they don't believe in anything about cryptocurrency. You know all they really wanted was your money. And essentially, they would have dumped anything that you would have given them. They probably wanted Bitcoin. Maybe they accepted Litecoin or, Ethereum. They would have just dumped it. Probably would have gone on a conference, some kind of, like, I don't know, get together in Singapore or Thailand, and probably the founders are going to have a bro down with, literally a bro down with some ladyboys. That's what they were really going to do with your money. So I think it's the days of these essential scam schemes and Ponzi's and whatever is coming up. There's a really good chance you're probably going to get a letter, all right, from the state, from the federal government, state government, telling you to stop and get out of here. And amazingly, it's working. These people, right, you know they're scammers because they disappeared. Their website's gone. And all it took was a piece of paper with some ink on it, and they disappeared. They probably thought nobody was watching, but there's always somebody watching. There's always somebody watching. Remember that. So anyways, that is the news here. Just want to talk about that. What a bunch of cowards, man. You know, this movement is not going to last too long when you have a bunch of people who tuck their tails in between their legs and go yellow and start running away. First sight of trouble. Don't even want to take a stand and fight. What a bunch of losers. Anyways, let's go on to the Mempool. And while that's going up, let's see what everybody here has to say. Let's refresh that. All right, so wow, are we, oh my goodness, everybody, congratulations. We are at 1 to 2 Satoshis per byte with barely 1,000, just barely over 1,000 transactions in the Mempool. Wow, that is amazing. So let's see here. It's pretty stratified. There's about less than 2,000 transactions at each 140 Satoshis, 100 Satoshis, 70 Satoshis, 50, 30, 20, 10. They're all under 1,000 transactions in the mempool. At 5,000 is at 5 satoshis per byte is when you're actually reaching 2,000 transactions. 2 satoshis per byte is still at 2,000 transaction. 1 satoshi per byte, there's 13,000 transactions in the mempool. Wow. If you're watching this, we are technically broken into the 1 satoshi per byte range. Put your address in the comment section of this video, not during the live stream, not during the chat. In the comments, I will send you some satoshis, and I'll use a one satoshi fee per byte because Roger Ver needs me to spam the network so he can make a case for Bitcoin Cash. This is amazing. So what does it mean? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Is Bitcoin going to crash now because no one's using Bitcoin anymore? No one's spamming it? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is amazing. Oh, sorry. Right here. We're right here. Oh my goodness. We're under 1,000. I'm sorry. I had my cursor in the wrong place. So basically, wow. 134 transaction at 140 satoshis per byte. Everything's under 1,000 transactions until you get to 1 satoshi per byte. There's only 11,000 transactions at 1 satoshi per byte, people. Wow, can you transact fast enough here? I'm pretty sure you can. What happened? Where did all the transaction go? I guess because of the bear market coming, and maybe regulation coming, maybe the taxmen coming, everybody's gone yellow and tucked their tails between their legs and all scared and running and hiding. What a bunch of cowards, man. All right, let's go check down here. Wow, look at that. That is what the Bitcoin mempool typically looks like. Pending transactions fee in Bitcoin. This is what it really looks like. It has its spikes when it reaches a peak usage, but other than that, that's what it normally looks like. That's amazing. So wow, look at that. It finally dipped into the 1 satoshi per byte. Wow. We may get very low transactions here, very low transactions, and that's great. That's wonderful. That means I can now consolidate all my Bitcoin into one huge address. No, not really. But I do recommend all of you to do that. If you have a HD wallet and you're generating new wallets all the time, take all your transactions and literally put it into one wallet. All right. And then your satoshis per byte fee, your byte size for the transactions will be lower when overall. I'm not saying that it isn't. When I'm saying that when you start grouping your transactions from different addresses to send to one address, it gets very expensive, especially when the mempool gets spammed. So here's your opportunity to consolidate all your inputs into basically one output. All right. All right. Let's see what the let's see what the chat is saying now. Patrick Duke Mawan. I hope I said that right. Probably didn't. Paycoin. Oh goodness, Paycoin. Yeah, that useless token mining scam. The guy actually apparently did. I believe he did go to jail. How many, Brad Taylor, you're asking, how many Bitcoins do I need to not work in 3 years? Wow. You know, if it was me, if I can get 100, I think that would be good enough for me anyway. Trying to get 100, you know, it's very tough. 100 right now is what, $1 million? I believe so. 100 is $1 million. Will that last me? Well, let me see here. Out of that million, if I had $1 million, I could pay off my house and some other debts, maybe a car note, and that would be it. I would be living off of that. I would, ironically, I would still have Bitcoin. I'd still be trading Bitcoin. But if I actually had just $1 million worth of Bitcoin and I cashed it out all of a sudden, and I had $1 million, I could probably live off of that for a very long time. Pay the house off. I just have to worry about taxes, property tax, in which I don't mind paying because I do have children, and that money is being used to educate children. And the sewage around here, and the water, and all the utilities that I'm using in this where I live. So it's not that bad. Yeah, I could live 100 Bitcoins would be awesome, in my opinion, for me anyway. Let's have a look here. Ceiling of your sofa. Damn, you're short. I don't know what he's talking about. Client Shizbig says, glue it to the ground and hang your head over the sofa. It's less work to do. I don't know what you're talking about. You must be all talking amongst each other. I also see dual overhead cabinet says $10, says James, will wind up taking saxophone lessons after his bicycle adventure. Okay, I don't know what you mean by that, but all right, not a problem. All right, let's go to the Bitcoin chart analysis. This is going to be a short live stream. Now that weekly looks like it's still going down, 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 and that RSI still looks like it's piercing below this overall trend here. I'm down over here. Looks like the trend it's piercing that trend. The trend was kind of staying up above 50. Now it looks like it's headed towards below 50. And here we start off the week with the red candle. Never broke above this moving average, and the moving average is pointing down. The long-term average is starting to flatten out a little bit, which isn't good. Let's go on the one hour here. Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks like a bear market here. Looks like it's trending downwards right now and unable to break through this moving average. This moving average right here. I recently did a chart analysis where the price is, there's support levels at $6,000. All right, there's support levels at $6,000, and then there's support levels at 1,000, and there's support levels at 700. Okay. Now I don't know if the price will go down to 700. That's quite a bit of fall. $1,000, it might. There's a possible chance that this price could go back to 1,000. I've been looking at some long time support trends, and it's showing 1,000. Other than that, I mean, there's some support around the 6,000 to the 5,000 range, long-term support lines. And if the price continues to fall or continues to be depressed, then that's you might have to consider that as a reality around that price. All right, so let's have a look here on the 12-hour. And you can see on the 12-hour, It is this longer term. I'm still live streaming here. This long-term moving average is acting as a resistance here, 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 and also here. Not here. It stops right here. Here, here, here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 points. My goodness. Maybe the next push upwards, it will actually go up in price. So you'll actually get your rally, your bull market. I think it's not gonna go above 17,000, unfortunately. So we are just a little bit over the halfway point for the first bear market signal. And here's, it's a killer. Getting that confirmed bear market signal is a killer because it's all about waiting and being patient. And it's boring. Boring. It really is. It's so boring because you have to wait there and you have to be patient. And while everybody else is like trading altcoins and making money on Ripple and Stellar and what else? Doge and Neo. As a Bitcoin trader, this is pretty much what you're doing. Maybe you even have ADHD as well. But this is what's happening. Pretty boring, huh? Bored? All right. Let's go on the 1 day. Let's see what we got. Okay, the 1 day is showing the price now below the short-term moving average and also the long-term moving average here. And so that looked good. Let's see what the 3 day shows. All right, and the 3 day, you can clearly see that this short-term moving average acted as a resistance. And now the spot price is below the long-term and the short-term. And it's getting really close to crossing, very, very close to crossing. It may be very imminent here that you're going to get a cross of the 2 moving averages. And there might be some there could be some heavy selling pressure coming up. That's just on a 3 day that I'm looking at. Does it mean that there's going to be does it mean that there's going to be heavy selling pressure coming up? It doesn't mean it, but just as my opinion, take it for what it's worth. Do your own research, of course. Of course, watching my videos is most likely maybe part of your research. You want a different opinion, I'm giving it to you. It looks like another heavy selling pressure coming up. All right, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'm okay with that because I am a Bitcoin hodler. I still have a HODL wallet. I have Bitcoin. It's a HODL wallet. It doesn't get spent. It doesn't get used. Matter of fact, the HODL wallet is only used for adding more Bitcoin to it, not selling Bitcoin. That's why I have a trading wallet. And the trading wallet, well, it's getting kind of low. It's getting kind of low. Not too low, but lower than what it was a year ago. And so I'm looking for the right price. When the price is right, that's when I will bite. I try to rhyme that, you like that? When the price is right, that's when I will bite. God, Johnny Cochran. I swear, Johnny Cochran. All right, with his little rhymes. All right, turned OJ into an not guilty verdict. Okay, turn the OJ Simpson case into a not guilty verdict. So I'm going to try to do that here in the cryptocurrency space. When the price is right, that's when I will bite. All right. Let that ring through your heads like a couple times. All right, 1 week here, and you can definitely see that it's this short-term average here is definitely acting as a resistance. It is below that moving average here, which it has been riding on all this time. Now the price has been crossing over. Still hasn't reached the long-term moving average. I've done some long-term trend lines, long-term support lines. There was support around 6,000. There's also some support around, believe it or not, at 1,000, and another support a little bit under 1,000 at 700. So take it for what it's worth. Like I said, when the price is right, that's when I will bite. That's when I'll take that bite. Get me some more Bitcoin, people. All right. Oh, see what everyone else is saying here. Jay Glad says, did he just say bisexual phone sex lessons? Did I? Let me read again. $10 says James will wind up taking saxophone lessons. Saxophones lessons. Very funny, Jay Glad. Client Shizbik says, just for the ones who haven't seen yet, Lightning World Map looks greater every day. Explore.acinq.co. Okay, well, let's take a quick look at that then. Thank you for that. Let's see if it actually shows up on my on my Google browser here. Sometimes it won't let me do that. Nope, won't do it. Yeah, sometimes my browser won't do that. Sorry. Anyways, that's the live stream for today. Are you bored? I'm pretty sure you are bored. Nothing to see here. Move on, move along. It's going to get boring, people. It's going to get very boring, and there's nothing you can do. So go ahead. If you made any money, if you were able to cash out, probably most of you didn't. Maybe you still hodling your altcoin or your BitConnect tokens. But if you did cash out and you have some money, go ahead and spend some of that money and get yourself a electronic bike or whatever. I'm just kidding about the electronic bike. That's what I got, and I'm having fun with it. I'm spending most of my time doing that, getting involved in just cruising around my neighborhood, enjoying the immense amenities of this community that I live in. That's why I moved here. That's why I wake up every morning, to be alive and not to be glued to a screen because I know what's going to happen, or I have a good feeling what I think is going to happen, and pretty much the price is going to go down. And there's going to be a lot of bag holders. And there's going to be a lot of people who are bag holders on the exchanges, which are eventually going to get hacked, closed down, or your account will be frozen because you haven't paid your taxes. You haven't ID'd yourself on these exchanges. I'm telling you, you should do peer-to-peer market trades. If you really want to know where the money is, join the peer-to-peer market trade. That's where the money is, people. All right? That's where all the action is. And hopefully there'll be new people joining the network and become a part of Bitcoin. All right? Become a part of Bitcoin. The real coin that actually has real value outside the exchanges. It's not a video game. It's for real life, people, real life. All right. Wake up. Wake up and join the real movement. Okay. The real movement. Wake up, people. Stop being bored. Get up. Go out in the real world. Meet real people. Do real things. And then maybe, just maybe, things will change. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to end my live stream right here. I'd like to thank everybody in the live chat. Let me see. Jay Glad. Jay Glad has a few more things to say. Is there a big dish or directional antenna I can buy so I can steal Wi-Fi from seaside hotels on my sailboat? I don't know if you can do that, but I believe you can. I believe there are Wi-Fi extenders, and so try getting a Wi-Fi extender or try searching for Wi-Fi extenders, and maybe you can get some Wi-Fi signals coming in from a hotel on your sailboat. All right, so Jay Glad, thank you for being in the live chat. Client Shizbig, Dual Overhead Camness, Brad Taylor, Patrick Duke Wan. I hope I'm saying that right. Who else is in the Leisure Picker, and Sir Charles Edward Cheese, as well as Ty Coker and Julie G. I already said dual overhead camness, and Will Campbell, the first. You're the first today. All right, so thank you everybody in the live chat. Feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment after the live stream, or even do a video response. Until next time, everyone, stay tuned. Bye now.